Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's so great to have you here hanging out with me again. In this video, I'm gonna give you the good and the bad traits of Leo and then give a bit of a guide giving you the top 3 do's, the things to do in order to bring out the best in your Leo, and the top 3 don'ts, which would be the things not to do. This way you can do your part to make sure not to trigger your Leo into behaving from their negative traits. I'm also going to cover the cusps of Leo and how being born on the cusp will affect their personality. In addition to that, I'm going to give you the biggest difference between a male Leo and a female Leo. And last but not least, I'm going to give you the best soulmate matches for Leo. So hopefully, if you have a Leo in your life, this will help you to deepen the connection and to create a thriving relationship with the oh so fun-loving, full of life, always down for a good time lion. This info will apply to Leo Sun as well as Leo Moon. Okay, no more wasting time. Here are the good and the bad of Leo and a quick guide on how to get the best version of them in a relationship. Let's go. Okay, so here are some of the positive traits of Leo, and then I will give you the top 3 do's in order to bring out the best in your Leo. So some positive traits of Leo. They are creative, fun-loving, open-minded, and passionate. When we hear the word Leo, most people instantly think performer, loving the center of attention, and depending on the moon sign of a particular Leo, these things may be true, but the one thing that is true for every Leo is that they have a constant flow of ideas running through that fiery brain of theirs, so they are for sure creative. Another great thing about Leos, due to the fact that like all of the fire signs, they tend to have a lot of physical energy, Leos are always up for a good time and embarking on a new adventure. So they are great to be around, and because their perspective is usually one focused on enjoying any given experience, they can definitely be considered fun-loving. Although Leos are a fixed sign, which means when they get their heart set on something, they can be very focused and unyielding with that goal, this doesn't take away from the fact that they are open-minded and pretty much go by the live and let live perspective when they're dealing with other people. And another trait that we can attribute to fiery Leo is when they do express their emotions, they are extremely passionate. So it makes the experience of dating them a journey of excitement and deep emotional connection. Now, in order to do your best to make sure that the Leo in your life is operating from these positive traits that I just mentioned, here are the top 3 do's when it comes to a relationship with a Leo. Number 1, do be confident. A Leo has an open heart and will be there for someone when they need them, but if you are the type that is always in need and always in the midst of some breakdown brought on by a victim mentality, or if you're the type that holds back because you're shy and unsure of yourself, your Leo will quickly get bored of your lack of confidence, and more than likely, they will begin to look elsewhere. Leos love to feel like anything is possible, so if you want to bring out the best in them, make sure your confidence game is on point. Not only will you be even more attractive to them, but when you're confident with your approach to life, you fuel their confidence, and you two will be a powerful team taking on the challenges of life with an optimistic approach that more times than not will lead to great experiences and just enjoying life overall. Number 2, do make time for them. Leos aren't big on being patient and waiting around for someone, nor are they big on being in a relationship where they don't get to spend time with the person that they're with and feed that need that they have for the physical interaction and the emotional interaction. They respect ambition and know that in order to be successful, you have to dedicate a certain amount of time and energy to whatever your goals are, but they also believe that you can do it all. So if they find that you don't have much time for them, they don't see the point in being in a relationship with you. To them, it's like having a live-in chef that's too busy to cook for you. What's the use? So if you want to keep your Leo in good spirits, honor your ambition and goals, but make sure to make time for them. Number 3, do be romantic. What we know about all of the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, is that when they do something, they want to go all out. All 3 of them are all or nothing. And Leo is at the top of the fire sign list when it comes to wanting it all. So if you're in a relationship with them, they are expecting you to bring the drama. And when I say drama, I mean the good kind of drama where you're passionate and expressive about how you feel and how much you enjoy experiencing life with the person that you're with. Bottom line is, Leos want the best. And in their relationship, that means they want fiery passion, excitement, and romance. So if you want to get the best version of your Leo, make sure to be romantic. Keep these dudes going strong and you will experience the deep connection, loyalty, and loving heart of your Leo. Now, if your Leo gets triggered to anger, then run for cover because here is what you can expect from the dark side of Leo. They can become self-centered, overbearing, stubborn, and condescending. The fire signs usually have an innate confidence because of their fiery disposition. Fire is a very strong element with a lot of power, and when a Leo gets triggered to anger, then they become very focused on what they need, and they have a tendency in those moments to give very little thought to anyone else's needs other than their own. So yes, they can be totally self-centered when they're angry. And because of that confidence I was just referring to and that fiery disposition, when they begin demanding what they need, they have no problem bossing everyone around in an attempt to rally as many people as possible for their agenda, and can do so in a very forceful way. So yep, they can be overbearing. And all of this taking place with their laser focus and with the intention of not letting the issue go until it is resolved. So like all the fixed signs, which are Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio, Leo for sure can be stubborn. And to top it all off, when they're operating from a place where they're fed up with the situation, they do tend to take on an I am the most important person in the room angle, so they can absolutely be condescending. So dealing with a Leo that has been triggered and is pissed off is no fun, to say the least. And because of this, it is best to make sure to do the things that will not trigger your Leo to switching to their dark side. And to help you on this journey of staying on the good side of Leo, here are the don'ts. Number 1, don't hold on to the past. There is nothing that irritates a Leo more than when someone can't get over the past. A Leo is all about moving forward and living life and staying excited about what's to come. If they find that you keep bringing up the same old drama and you can't let it go, then you better be ready to let them go, because they see absolutely no point in dealing with someone that is stuck in the past. So if you're with a Leo and you feel unresolved about something that happened in the past, then first figure out what you need from them in order to feel better and to get past this. Find out for yourself what the solution is in your eyes. Since you're the one with the issue, it's your responsibility to come up with what it is that you need from your Leo in order to get past whatever it is that's bothering you. So once you've decided what your proposed solution is, then bring that solution to your Leo. Let them know what it is you need and be specific. This way you can be clear that they are either willing to deliver or not, and then make the necessary decisions from there. But just consistently bringing up the past without any resolution in sight is a sure way to irritate your Leo, and this is something you definitely do not want to do, but work from a solution-oriented place and you two should be good to go. Number 2, don't take them for granted. A Leo is a very cool partner to be with because more times than not, they're up for anything and they're willing to take initiative when necessary. But if you don't take the time to express your gratitude and appreciation for them, they will not respond favorably. Leos like to be recognized for their efforts, and if they're in a relationship with someone that they feel like doesn't appreciate them and doesn't make the effort to show them that appreciation, then this will begin to build an energy of resentment in your Leo that will come out in little arguments or in them being more irritable than usual. So make sure you let your Leo know that you know how lucky you are to have them in your life. If you show them this, then you will have your lion purring like a little kitten. All right, number 3. Don't settle. Like all fire signs, Leos have a natural desire for more. If they like something, they want more of it. They usually have goals that they're working towards, and they want to be with someone that has dreams and goals that they also want to achieve. So if you want to keep your Leo engaged and excited by the relationship, don't settle for less in life. If they see that you've given up on your goals and that you're the type that is willing to settle for less than what they feel you and the relationship deserve, they will quickly resist that behavior, and the connection the two of you may have had will be under strain because now your Leo fears that a relationship with you means settling for less in life. And with a Leo, that will get you nowhere. Your Leo will see you as weak, and once they see you as weak, that's when things get really ugly. So know what you want and go for it, and you will have a strong partner by your side that will support you in your rise to fulfillment. Okay, so now that you have the do's and don'ts, it's important to know that there are many different versions of Leos because we're not just our sun sign. For the different versions of Leo, with regard to how they will be affected depending on what their moon sign is, check out my video titled The Top 10 Things You Need to Know About Dating a Leo. The second half is it's all about the different versions of Leo based on their moon sign. And if you're new to astrology and you don't know what a moon sign is, check out either of these two videos where I explain what your moon sign is and why it's important. And if you don't even know your moon sign, go to astrologyguide.com, put in your birthday info, and find out. Now, the biggest difference between a male Leo and a female Leo is this. They both really love it when their partner is expressive with their feelings and shows them the adoration that they crave. However, the Leo woman returns this loving energy much more readily than the Leo man does. The Leo man is good at making the person that he's with feel important, but it's very hard to get him to shift the energy and focus away from himself. Whereas the Leo woman, although she loves adoration, she also loves to make someone else feel adored and appreciated. And she can sustain the feeling as long as her needs are being met. Whereas the Leo man usually starts off very strong, but it can be hard to hold his interest. So both are very loving and exciting to be with, but the Leo man can be a bit more self-centered and fickle when it comes to love, whereas the Leo woman can be hard to keep up with, but if you do and you show her the affection that she desires, you will get a tidal wave of love in return. And this doesn't mean that the Leo man is bad to be with. I mean, for sure, the Leo man can be loving, he can be caring, he can be protective, all these exciting things. However, you also just have to take into consideration that he is consistently under the impression that much of the world is revolving around him. Now let's talk about cusps. So for those of you who are new to astrology, cusps basically means the people born right when another sign is about to begin. So there are two cusps for each sign. So for Leo, the first cusp would be those of you born from July 23rd to July 27th, right when Cancer is ending and Leo is beginning. So this would make you a Leo with Cancer tendencies. So you will of course have the usual Leo traits of ambition and creativity, but you will also be very studious and calculated in your approach to things. You will also be very concerned with making the right decisions, especially if your actions will have an effect on someone else. And when it comes to love, being a Leo on the cusp of Cancer will make you a bit more possessive and a bit more prone to jealousy than the usual Leo. Now, those of you who are Leos born from August 18th through August 22nd, you are a Leo with Virgo tendencies. This will give you a great sense of style and also an incredible work ethic. You will be very logical and level-headed when analyzing someone else's problems and giving them advice accordingly. However, when it comes to the challenges in your own life, you'll be a bit more emotional than the usual Leo. And when it comes to love, you will first make your decisions with your heart and then use the power of your intellect to rationalize those decisions. Which leads me to the next topic, which is Leos and their best matches for soulmates. So I'm gonna break this down into three categories. First category is the best matches for Leo. In no particular order, the best matches for Leo would be Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, and Cancer. And just to be clear about the Leo and Cancer compatibility, in my compatibility video, I talk all about how the elements, air and fire, go together really well, and how the elements, earth and water, go together really well. And compatibility is even stronger when you're the exact same element. So in the instance of Cancer and Leo, when it comes to compatibility, it's a bit of an exception. But because Cancer is very emotional and expressive with their emotions, and Leos love the drama of having positive emotions expressed their way. This is one of the reasons why the Cancer-Leo in combination works really well, in addition to the fact that Leo is very expressive with how they're feeling. So the cool thing is with Cancers, they never really have to guess when it comes to Leo. And Cancers hate guessing. They want to know how you feel and they want to know that consistently. And when it comes to Leos, they are consistently expressing how they feel. So in that way, they work really, really well together. So it can be a dramatic partnership with very high highs and very low lows, but overall, they are very, very compatible. So it is an exception to that rule of thumb that I was explaining in my compatibility video. All right, the second category is made up of the signs that can work for Leo, but it will definitely be tricky and it will take a little extra work. These signs would be Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, and dating another Leo. Okay, the third category will be the most challenging matches for Leo, and those signs would be Taurus, Scorpio, and you guys know how I feel about anti-signs dating each other. It can work for sure because opposites do attract, but because they are polar opposites, there will be some major challenges seeing eye to eye in some very specific areas. So because of that, I would say it's very challenging for a Leo to date an Aquarius. Now remember, I am a firm believer that you can be with anyone if you are in love and both of you are committed to growing together, having good communication, and always doing your part to stay connected. You know what I always say, love. That's all and that's enough. But this is just to help you in understanding where the challenges will come into play and how big those challenges will be. But like I said, this is general information because it's only based on just one placement, and knowing the entire chart, the moon sign, the rising sign, and Venus placements are going to play a major role in compatibility as well. So it is so important to do a compatibility breakdown on the entire chart if you want the compatibility to be as accurate as possible, because just sun sign compatibility will mostly indicate if you will have things in common and how differently or similarly you'll see the world intellectually, but you will have to check moon signs for emotional compatibility and Venus signs for how the two of you experience pleasure and the type of energy you are attracted to and why. Also remember that if you have Leo moon, this video will resonate, but think of it more as explaining how you are emotionally as opposed to the overall disposition of your conscious mind and how you see the world. So there you have it. The do's and don'ts of dating a Leo and some extra info on cusps, the biggest difference between a male and a female Leo, and a compatibility breakdown when it comes to finding a soulmate. Hopefully this helps you if you're in a relationship with or interested in being in a relationship with the self-assured, romantic, expressive, sometimes self-centered, but always bringing a passion for life Leo. I really hope you all enjoyed this information. If you did, please hit that like button. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me, and I will see you in the next video.